Hey guys, we're in late November. Super Megaforce toys are going to start coming out soon, if they're not already out. If you live in Canada, it looks like you can start pre-ordering some stuff on the Toys R Us website. Legacy Dragonzord, $79.99, pre-order now. Estimated ship date is March 22nd. 2014. This is from the Canada site, though. I don't know if that applies to the US as well. Legacy Dragon Dagger is February 22nd, 2014. Also $79.99. Again, Canada site. They're calling this a 5-inch figure, 6-pack. I think the figures look pretty good. The weapons, I kind of wish that they were mostly red and then had silver for the blades. I think they could have done 2 colors. Come on, Bandai. 2 colors. If they could only be 1 color, I think I probably would have gone with the red. What do you guys think? But otherwise, they do look pretty nice. I do feel like every single year they should have the foot soldier, the lead villain, and then maybe 1 or 2 monsters of the day, or important monsters of the series, however you want to do it. I think every year you have to have a Putty, Cog, Tanga, Loogie Mooger, Stingwinger.
Chiller.
Oh, Chiller for me. There are quite a few that we never got.
Oh, there's Jerry hiding. What?
Is it really?
Yeah.
Where?
He's thinking
I don't see
of all
Jerry.
the foot soldiers that we've left out. So
Really? I don't see Jerry.
He's like creeping in
No,
the
there's
hallway.
no. I don't think there's any. There's no Jerry here, Mia. Anyway.
Oh, look who's creeping into the room.
Hi.
Wow. It is a Jerry. Jerry, which is your favorite foot soldier?
Was it the corporate drones?
Okay, Jerry's talking about a Cuba Ranger.
Crybots.
I am not a crybot.
What, are you gonna cry about it?
No! Looks like they have a weapon set. The Morpher. I haven't seen a final Morpher in person. I can't talk too much about it. They did a fantastic job on this. I hope it's as good or better. Everyone was saying how there's like no on-off switch and the battery's gonna die on this. These batteries are already a year old. This is the one that I had in New Jersey and New York and Florida that I use in all the videos. Same Morpher. Really, there's not a scratch on this. They did a really good job with this. They really did. I'm not seeing the Tommy Edition Morpher on the Canada site, though. Take that, Canada. Looks like we're getting the belt buckle, and it looks like it's chrome. That would be really nice. And as of today, there are only 2 more episodes of Megaforce left. So the other night, I was in Target, and I found the Robo Knight blaster gun. They call it Leon Laser Blaster on the packaging. It's small. Probably for... I have big hands, but... Anyway, I bought it at night, and I came home, and I turned it on, and I thought it had pretty good sound effects. It had more than I expected it to. And then I thought I'd make a video the next morning, and it wasn't making any sound anymore. I guess the batteries died or something. Either that or it's defective. I've never had that happen to me before. So it does transform, like that, and then there's a button here. That's that, and then this flips out. It's like a comedy routine, right? Never get my fat hand out of here now. Uh-oh. Mia!
Did you get your hand stuck in the... What is that, a gun?
Yeah.
Did you get your hand stuck in the gun again?
No! That is satisfying. I like that. And then here's the little teeny Morpher with sound that you can barely hear. Batteries still work on this though. Again, a year old. It's so low. I don't know why. And that attaches here, like that. You guys know I generally have something nice to say even about the toys that aren't so popular. I think the best thing I can say about this is maybe perfectly okay for kids, or if you just want something to... I guess this could look fine on a display shelf. In Japan, my hand fits. Is the American blade actually longer than Japan? That's interesting. I can actually fit my fat fingers in here. Now here's the thing about the Japanese version, in addition to it just being bigger and working. Alright, I don't have batteries in. So the gun comes with the header. This is what sold the gun to me.
Oh, look. I think I need that.
Oh, I love this piece right here. I love the shiny.
I'm trying out your gun.
The beautiful metallic red paint. And the eyes are also metallic. Gold is metallic. So that goes on there. this doesn't come with it. You have to buy this cycle. Now, I would not have bought this if I didn't need the header thing, which I guess is smart on the company's part. A little bit of a size difference, a little bit of a paint difference. I don't know, maybe you're paying $14 for the gun, I don't know, $11, $12 for this thing. By the time you get the phone, you've actually paid a decent price for this.
So save your money, buy something better.
Yeah.
That gun might be getting a return.
Yeah, this gun may be going back. Quite a big difference between the phone. The cards actually fit in here. If you can find this in Japan, if you're an adult collector, you probably want this. I think this is probably perfectly fine for kids. Long-term collectors who really like Goseiger or Megaforce or Robo Knight or Gosei Knight, I think better. Now the other gun for this season, the Megaforce Blaster, that one's okay. I feel like I should at least be able to comfortably hold the thing to say good for adult collectors. And it just... No, I feel like this could be like from Men in Black, the noisy cricket or something. I really do like this. What are these going for on eBay? You're probably looking at about $80 on eBay. If you did want the Japanese version, you'd be getting a much better toy, but you'll also be paying a bit more money for it. So again, there's always that trade-off. I'm guessing that they didn't think that Robo Knight would be that popular, so they probably said, okay, we'll just make a not so great Robo Knight thing. I would probably guess that more kids identify with the Rangers rather than the Doggy Krugers or the Robo Knights or the Blue Centurions of the show. Actually, I was one of those people. I didn't buy any of the Doggy Kruger stuff. Not because I didn't want it, it was just what I had money for. I always went for the Ranger stuff first. If I could afford the other stuff, of course I would get it. So, what did you guys think of the last episode of Megaforce, The Human Condition? In some ways, I thought it was one of the better episodes of the season. And in other ways, I was kind of like, what did you do here? Like, they did some things well, and other things, Older fans probably realized that they were seeing older stock footage in a newer episode. So when the Ranger said, we're using all our Zords, and you're like, except for Gosei Ultimate, in your Ultra mode, it's because in Japan they didn't have those modes yet, and they didn't want to create American footage, or, I always say American, New Zealand, you know what I mean. I feel like there's some way they could have worked Gosei Ultimate or the Ultra Mode suits into that episode, because otherwise it just kind of feels out of place. Right? You guys know what I mean. They're battling what's supposed to be like the big villain of the season, even though he really wasn't. And they're getting their butts kicked. Robo Knight is busy in the library, so how are they not going to use Ultra Mode? When Megaforce started, I kind of had higher hopes for the season. I thought it was going to be kind of cheesy, but more fun. I kind of feel like it hasn't gone anywhere. I don't really feel like I know who the Rangers are. It's kind of like the Teaching Robo Knight About Humans show.
It's the Pinocchio show.
It's the Pinocchio show. He wants to be a real boy. I thought Wild Force was really great, and then, you know, Disney got the show and moved it to New Zealand and started Ninja Storm, and for a lot of reasons, I was not happy about that. I felt like the bad guys were all too comical, kind of, in Ninja Storm, and I didn't like the Rangers that much, and I kept saying, oh, I'll bet Saban would have done this and that, and it would have been so much better. I've been watching it again now, all these years later. Really, it's a perfectly good season. The characters just feel so much more real and alive than Megaforce. For the most part, they're believable characters and they have interesting things going on. Like, the first episode of Megaforce, Troy is having this dream of the Legend War, and then he's in the command center, or the whatever you call it thing, and he's looking at the Ranger keys or statues, and he's like, I know these things, I was having this dream, and well, now, almost 20 episodes later, what happened to that? Is Troy special? I barely know anything about Troy. Take Wild Force. We open in the jungle with Cole, who is like having this ceremony. He's 18, and he's given the belongings that he was found with as a baby. He's gonna go and search for his family and find out what this jewel is and this picture and all that stuff. With each episode, they build on it, and you want to know, why is this picture torn? Where are Cole's parents? Jindrax and Toxica know from the very start that there's something weird about Master Org. And these things, they keep going with each episode. And you want to see the next episode, what happened. If the real Master Org died 3,000 years ago, who's this guy? Another season everyone hated was Mystic Force, which is another great season. From the very beginning, we know there's something about Nick. We know there's something going on between the White Mystic Ranger and Korag. And they don't wait 20 episodes to tell you. Or even if they did.
Well, they don't bring it up and then forget about it for
Right.
16 episodes.
I mean, like in Samurai, in some ways, I think they did a better job with Samurai than they're doing with Megaforce. But even then, with Jaden's Secret, you kind of forget about it after a while, and you're like, do I really care? During Wild Force, I was really looking forward to the next episode to see what happened after the one I just saw. I also miss when they used to do next time on Power Rangers. And like even in Ninja Storm, I just feel like we're going to different places. We're seeing all these different locations and there's all this different stuff happening. I feel like in Megaforce, they're either in the same park or that, I don't know what it is. It's like a kind of a round building. I feel like those are the two locations that we're always seeing. Show me some other beautiful forests and beautiful New Zealand locations. And also, I think we need some more original villains.
I think we need some more original voice actors.
Yeah.
Get Neil back.
Yeah, get Neil Kaplan back. We miss Neil. As I said before, Time Force did such a good job of following Time Ranger, but still having their original, like Rancic was an original villain who fit perfectly into the Time Force, Time Ranger story. I think that was a much better call than going with Gluto as the main character, or the main villain. So last night I just saw the episode again where Cam in Ninja Storm gets his powers. That was a pretty good story. And I just can't believe all the original footage they filmed. And even with the Rangers in the suits, the Ninja Storm helmets had the face plates that opened. So the actors were in the suits a lot. I mean, it was still stunt people for a lot of the stuff, but I liked seeing the actors in the suits as well. I think the recent Saban seasons have made me appreciate when they have American villains a bit more. I'm curious to know who your favorite Red Ranger was, and if you want to expand on that, you can also say, and why. And we will randomly pick one of the people that had the correct answer and send you a pony. Okay, I've totally made that up. Nobody gets a pony. Except for you, Mia.
All right.
Give me your opinion and we'll choose the correct answer. I'm so funny, I know. And what toy are you most excited for, if you want to add that as well. So for those of you that watch my vlogs, you know that I really love kind of remembering history and being able to look back on things. That really does come in handy a lot. Like, I can tell you that I found the Megaforce display on Tuesday, November 20th, 2012. That's 2 days away. Toys R Us exclusive. You're not going to find it at KB or Bradley's or Child World or Lionel Kitty City or any of those places, which, you know, are everywhere. You're like, Bruno, what are you talking about? And then November 30th, Megaforce Concludes. It's all coming up. What is it, Mia? Mia doesn't like Troy becoming marvelous.
How does Troy become Captain Marvelous? I just need to know. No. Okay, maybe I'll just be shocked. They'll do something amazing.
The thing is, they probably...
They'll grow a personality.
Mia!
I'm sorry. But come on, Captain Marvelous was so awesome to begin with, and Troy...
They may make him awesomer, but why not have a progression? Like, there was an episode or two this season where I thought Troy was perfectly good. When he fought Creepox, I think that was his name. That was a really good fight. That was an awesome fight, actually. Alright, I'm really ending here. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know favorite Red Ranger and why. Favorite toy, or most looking forward to toy. And I'll be back with more videos. Thank you guys for watching. Good night.